Welcome to my Women in Relationships Crash Course video, presented by Devin Johnston. Today, our course outline will include prayer, Ophelia Speaks, discernment, adult life, sexuality, grief, guest speakers, and wellness. Prayer. Why is prayer important? Prayer is a way we can connect to our spirituality and deepen our faith in God. Types of prayer include class prayer. At the beginning of class every day, a different person leads the class in saying a prayer aloud. The prayer is normally developed around a central theme of the person's choosing. Self-guided reflection. Silently reflect on a topic, then write or draw about it on a piece of paper. Group meditation. Teacher or class supervisor guides the class in a relaxing meditation. This can help to release both physical and psychological stress that is being pent up inside. Ophelia Speaks. The book Ophelia Speaks is an anthology of short stories submitted by teenage girls that talk about the following topics: friends, families, brokenness, mind, wounds, strength, body image, and relationships. Discernment. What is discernment? Discernment is a process that encompasses speaking to God about what is good for ourselves and listening to God's call in our life to distinguish between the good and bad choices that we are faced with every day. 4 steps of discernment. 1. Getting to know yourself. 2. Be clear about your desires. Explore opportunities that are presented to you in life. If you seek direction and pray, God will reveal to us the path we are destined to follow in life, or our vocation. 3. Seek advice. And 4. Assess your needs, abilities, experiences, and relationships relative to your life choices. Discernment and getting to know yourself. Key points. We don't need a lot of material things to feel happy and fulfilled in life. Belonging, love, self-esteem, and personal growth are all considered human needs. Basic survival needs must be fulfilled before we can move on to higher levels in the pyramid. This pyramid is known as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. By getting to know ourselves better, we can delve deeper into our search for the vocation we are called to according to God's will. The 3 main vocations are married life, single life, and lastly, consecrated life. Adult life. Life after college and managing your money. It's important to create a monthly budget and stick to it. Do not live beyond your means, or you could get into a lot of financial trouble. Establishing a credit history is vital in order to eventually buy a house someday. A credit card isn't free money. High interest rates can drastically increase your debt, so make it a habit to pay off your credit card each month so that you don't carry over a balance. Taking out a small loan on a car is another way to establish credit history with your bank. It is never too early to start setting money aside for your 401k retirement fund. If you set this habit early, you will not rely on that money for your monthly spending budget. You also need to set the goal of putting away money each month into a savings account. It is important to have savings because it is your safety net in case there is an emergency or you find yourself unemployed. A healthy savings account will allow you to make a down payment on a house someday, as well as eventually make large purchases like a car without having to take out a loan. Sexuality. Sexual orientation versus gender identity. Sexual orientation is defined as a person's sexual identity in relation to the gender to which they are attracted. Examples of sexual orientation include heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, asexual, pansexual, and demisexual. Gender identity is defined as a person's perception of having a particular gender, which may or may not correspond with their birth sex. Examples of gender identity include cisgender, transgender, gender fluid, non-binary, intersex, and androgynous. Grief. There are 5 steps in the grief cycle that people face when they have experienced a serious loss. shock and denial, bargaining, anger and guilt, depression, and lastly, acceptance. Guest speakers. Several guest speakers came to give lectures about topics relevant to the course material, ranging from subjects like abstinence plus and dating violence to others such as sexual intercourse, STDs, pregnancy, and abortion. Guest speakers who presented this semester included Aaron Baduch, Teresa Valles-Kelly, Kim Clark, Belle Etlin, and Greg Casson, who unfortunately had to cancel due to last-minute scheduling conflicts. Wellness. Wellness Week was a series of activities sponsored by the Health and Wellness Department at school that spanned over the course of a week. At the beginning of the week, the counselors gave a presentation to us in class about staying true to yourself and being authentic. The Health and Wellness Department counselors came into our class again for a second installment of the presentation, covering topics like personal boundaries, healthy and unhealthy relationships, and how to determine who your go-to people are. They ended the week by having the juniors participate in a guided meditation to help us de-stress before finals week. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.